Hi guys, welcome to my very first YouTube makeup tutorial. I wasn't entirely sure what to do for this look, so I guess I just kept it kind of simple and just did like a really pretty look. So I started off with my Urban Decay, and clearly you could tell that this is a newbie mistake here. Right, so the Urban Decay Primer Potion to prime my eyelids because I have oily eyelids and it just holds the makeup for hours. It's amazing, and I always put it underneath on my lower lash line, so it holds the eyeliner and mascara and any eyeshadow in place. So here I'm using MAC's Blanc type, which you can't see, and I'm throwing that all over my eyes from the lash line up to below my brows, just as a base color to kind of hold all the other makeup and just kind of help everything blend a little bit better. Now I'm starting with MAC Brown Script, and I'm going to do a little smoky eye, focusing on the outer corners and then keeping it light on the inside. I forgot to use my transition color, which is Bamboo, to start off with on this eye, but we're just gonna go with it, and then once I realize it, then I blend it in after. So the other eye will have a transition color, which normally I would start using from just basically, there it is, through my crease. Yeah, I realized it there. So I'm now just going to blend it out so that everything kind of looks a little bit nicer, a little bit smoother. You always want to blend because it's just going to give you a really pretty gradient effect. I'm personally not a huge fan of just color blocking on the eyes. This way it's a little bit more time consuming with the blending and the transition color, but it just looks so much nicer and so much more professional and just cleaner. So now I'm going in with the color, the Brown Script, on the other eye and bringing it through the crease. You can see I've left a little bit of a blank space on my eyelid. Going back with my transition color, Bamboo, and now going back with the Blanc type, just making sure that all of the edges are blended really smoothly. This is a pigment from MAC. It was from one of the holiday collections. It's called Rush Metal. It's beautiful. You can't really see it right there, but it's just like a thick, coppery, super shiny, beautiful color. And I'm just packing it on with my finger because I find with pigments, especially the MAC ones, using a brush can lead to a ton of fallout. It just doesn't look quite as clean. So I just throw it on my finger, put it on my lid, and then blend it out a little bit with the brush. So I'm just using the brush from before. I didn't add any more color there. Going with my Blanc type again, just blending out some more. Like I said, you'll probably hear me say blend probably 62 times in this video, but it's true, and anybody who knows me knows that I say blend. Just blend. These are all MAC 217 brushes. I love them. They're so soft. They blend everything so well. It's just, honestly, I could do an entire eye look with probably just that one brush and be okay with it. So I'm taking a smaller brush from Delium Tools, mixing my Brown Script and Handwritten, which is a dark brown, and taking it underneath my eyes to give myself more of a smoky effect. You don't have to do this if you find that you have dark circles underneath your eyes. I just feel like it just completes the whole look. Doing it to both eyes. And now I'm taking Nylon from MAC and a pencil brush. Nylon's an amazing highlighter, but use it sparingly because a little goes a long way, and it's super white, shiny, just an amazing highlighting color. And then I'm taking the same brush and just going right underneath it with the Brown Script to give my eyes a little bit more dimension. So I have hooded eyes as well as downturned eyes, so I always have to be careful not to do anything too crazy. I have to make sure that my color stays more upwards and outwards versus just straight out or going downwards in any kind of way. So that's why I do the little line underneath the highlight at the inner corner. It gives the effect that the inner corner of the eye is pointing downwards, and with the way my makeup is put on, I'm going upwards and outwards on the outside corners. This is MAC Fluid Line in Black Track, and I thought about doing this in real time, but again, with my super low crease, my hooded eyes, downturned eyes, eyeliner is always a trick for me. I think that will be My next tutorial is how I do my eyeliner, because it takes a while for me. I love doing it on other people. I love the look of it. It's a little bit of a challenge just because my crease does go down so low. And I saw a YouTube tutorial once where somebody said that anybody with downturned eyes or a heavy crease should not have winged eyeliner. I disagree, and I will always try to make it work as long as my face allows it. Working on the other eye now. Sorry, went out of frame there. Again, newbie mistakes. Don't hold me responsible. They'll be better for the next time. There it is. Now, starting with concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is amazing. I've tried a ton of different concealers, and I have a little bit of wrinkles underneath my eyes, and this just brightens up the area. It doesn't sit in my wrinkles. It's really great, blends really, really nicely, and lasts all day. I'm going in with a concealer. The color looks kind of weird in the video, but it was kind of like an ashy, darker tone, just to give the base for my contouring. And I always contour my nose because I think my nose is a little too big. Not too big, it's just bigger than I'd like it to be. So I contour my nose. I go on both sides, down the front of it to give it a shorter appearance, and then over the top just at the tip to give it more of that button nose look. And I'm blending everything out with a wet beauty blender. The first time I used a beauty blender, I didn't get it wet and it didn't work, and I didn't know why. And then I got it wet and it all made sense to me. And now the beauty blender and me are best friends. So the concealer that I used here was a quick drying one, which my mistake. But so it just made me blend a little bit more. And that's what the beauty blender is good for. So again, blend, blend, blend. You could never go wrong with too much blending. There's no such thing as too much blending. See that NARS concealer? It just disappears in the skin, but still gives really amazing coverage, and it feels so light on the skin. I'm taking the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder and going to lightly bake my face. I don't like doing a heavy baking. I find for me it will settle into my lines. I'm not a huge fan, but just to set that concealer underneath and everywhere else that I put the NARS concealer, it makes a big difference versus when I don't apply the powder. So while that's baking, pseudo baking I guess, I'm going to fill in my brows. So my right brow is kind of a mess. It is not as full, it's a lot sparser than the other one. There's a big hole at the end. I'm trying to grow it in, and I have been trying to grow it in for years. I'm hopeful that maybe one day it'll work, or one day it'll happen. But for now, I fill it in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use the caramel. I tried the auburn because my hair is clearly bright red right now, but it looked really fake on my skin. You could see all the little makeup strokes, and I just wasn't a huge fan of that. So I use the caramel. It's a little bit darker, more taupey. I fill my brows in as best I can, given what I'm working with. So the key here is always do little strokes to make it look as natural as possible. And I love these brow pencils because they come with a little spoolie on the end, so you can just brush that through so everything looks a little bit natural, looks a little bit more natural. This is the Anastasia Brow Gel. This is also in caramel. It just sets the brows in place so that I don't have to worry about them, because some of my hairs are little scragglers. Of course, the Anastasia Contour Palette with my Real Techniques brush. Clearly, I love this brush. I'm using pretty much the entire, all the three colors, and just contouring the crap out of my face because, I've got a little bit of a round face, and who doesn't want to look super contoured and like I've lost 45 pounds in my face alone. Now taking a smaller brush. This is an eyeshadow brush, but I love it for contouring my nose some more because you can never have too small of a nose. If you have never tried a Shu Uemura, I think that's how you say it, any of his lash curlers, they're amazing. This one I love because it really gets in there, gets all of the little lashes. It's small, it's compact, it works amazingly, just curls everything. Usually I like to heat it up. I didn't today because I was in a rush, but it still worked amazingly. So this is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. I like this one. It gets, again, all the little hairs because I have stragglers in my brows, or in my lashes as well. And I really try to curl my lashes. That's what's great about this mascara, is it's supposed to help curl. So I use this as a base, and then I usually go over it with something else, and it just holds the mascara in place. I don't ever have to worry about it dripping off my face. So this is the Armani mascara, and I'm going over that just for added volume, a little bit more length. This is an amazing mascara. I got it at Nordstrom when it first opened in Ottawa, and love it. I'm a huge fan. So I don't like the super crazy spider lashes. These two mascaras together don't give me that. They just give me a lot of volume. Taking a quick look, making sure everything's all right. This is the MAC Skin Finish, Mineralized Skin Finish in light, and I'm using that I'm taking my brush, taking a bunch of powder, and blending off the powder that I used to bake. I know the lines still look a little bit harsh on the contour, but we're gonna fix that in just a little bit. I like the Mineralized Skin Finish because it just gives that extra little bit of coverage, and you know, who doesn't need a little bit more coverage? Going through, blending out a little bit more. And now it's time for some more color. So these two blushes, I don't know if they exist anymore. One's Immortal Flower, and the other one is a mineralized blush in New Romance. I don't believe that they exist anymore. I could be wrong, but they're beautiful together. It just gives a nice glow to the skin. I find that the MAC mineralized blushes have changed since the new packaging came around. I'm not a huge fan of the formula anymore. So that's why I mix a matte and the mineralized, and it just gives a beautiful glow, really nice color payoff without it being too heavy. I really like this combination. I have so many blushes, but these two are probably my newest favorite combination. So this is the Becca Jaclyn Hill Shimmering Compact in Champagne Shimmer. And this is my ultimate highlighter. It goes on, it's gonna last me forever. A little goes a long way. So I brush that on where you would normally brush highlighter. So above your cheekbones, on your Cupid's bow to just make your lips look a little bit sexier and poutier. And pardon my finger there. Didn't realize that was happening. And the tip of your nose. I never knew this was a thing. And then I did it for the first time and I absolutely loved it. It just makes my nose look so cute. So to finish off, I am taking the Anastasia contour palette, the lightest powder in pink, just rubbing it underneath my eyes with one of those weird MAC brushes that I love and are never available. I somehow got my hands on this one. And just giving myself a little bit extra highlighter underneath my eyes. It's matte and it's just gonna brighten the area up a little bit. And I think, oh yeah, there's the hair shake. That is it. I threw on some lipstick, nice little red lipstick. And there's my, hey, look how good I look, kind of look for you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Next video will be so much better. Thank you.